emotion, an incredibly emotional writer, and a very emotional man. My other great favourite character, of course, is, guess, well, you probably know Miss Havisham. Do you all like Miss Havisham? Extraordinary character, from Great Expectations. I usually say to people, if they're not used to reading Dickens, go either to Oliver Twist, which was the first book I ever read, Great Expectations, or David Copperfield, which was his favourite book. And you will get a sense of the magic of this man. He created, believe it or not, over 2,000 characters. 2,000! It's majestic. It's incredible. And I think in this little scene, which is that I'm going to do now, it's a kind of a pulling together of the threads of Pip and Estella and Miss Havisham. I saw that the dress had been put upon the rounded figure of a young woman, and that the figure upon which it now hung loose had shrunk to skin and bone. Who is it? Pip, now. Pip? Mr. Pumblechook's boy, ma'am. Come to play. Come here and let me look at you. Come close. When I stood before her, avoiding her eyes, I took note of the surrounding objects in detail. I saw that her watch had stopped at 20 minutes to 9, and that a clock in the room had stopped at 20 minutes to 9. Look at me. You are not afraid to look at a woman who has not seen the sun since you were born? Do you know what I touched here? Yes, ma'am. What do I touch? Your heart, ma'am. Broken. I'm tired. I want diversion, and I have done with men and women. I sometimes have sick fancies, and I have a sick fancy I should like to see some play. There, play. Play, play. Call Estella at the door. You can do that. To stand in the dark, in a mysterious passage of an unknown house, bawling, Estella! To a young lady neither visible nor responsive, and feeling it a dreadful liberty so as to roar out her name, was almost as bad as playing to order. Estella answered at last, and her light came along the dark passage like a star. Miss Havisham beckoned her to come close, and took up a jewel from the table, and tried its effect upon her fair young bosom and against her pretty brown hair. Let me see you play cards with this boy. With this boy? Why, he's nothing but a common labouring boy. Well, you can break his heart. What do you play, boy? Oh, nothing but beggar my neighbour, miss. Beggar, said Miss Havisham to Estella. So we sat down to cards. I played the game to an end with Estella, and she beggared me. Many years later, I tapped in my old way at the door of Miss Havisham's room. Pip's rap! I heard her say immediately, come in, Pip. She was in her chair near the old table in the old dress. Sitting near near her with the white shoe that had never been worn in her hopelessly back into the coarse and common boring again. You find her much changed, Pip. She was proud and insulting and wanting to go away from her. Don't you remember? Estella laughed and looked at the shoe in her hand, and laughed again, and looked at me, and put the shoe down. She treated me as a boy still, but she lured me on. Then, Estella being gone, and we two left alone, Miss Havisham turned to me and said in a whisper, "Is she beautiful, graceful, well-grown? Do you admire her? Love her. If she favors you, love her. If she wounds you, love her. If she tears your heart to pieces, and as it grows older and stronger, it will tear deeper. Love her. Love her. Love her. Hear me, Pip. I adopted her to be loved. I bred her and educated her to be loved. I developed her into what she is, that she might be loved. Love her. I'll tell you what real love is. It is blind devotion, unquestioning self-humiliation, utter submission, trust and belief against yourself and against the whole world, giving up your whole heart and soul to the smiter as